up to Minneapolis as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the newest facility in the NFL, and it is a beauty as we come to you from U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Diego Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. Rivers now to throw on first down. Inman has it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. This offensive unit, often they rely on the sure-handed Antonio Gates.
We know all about his basketball background, but his football acumen, one of the best tight ends in the league.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out. No one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Gordon fell 6 yards shy of 100 in week 6, 27 carries. Now, most of his yards came on one carry, a 48-yard run in the second half.
Yeah, I know the Denver defense will console themselves and say, well, it's 26 carries for 46 if you take out that one run. But Melvin Gordon and all the other great runners would say, yeah, but I did it. That run has to count, doesn't it? And that's what he gives them, that explosiveness on any given play that he can go a long distance. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
This is Gordon, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Rivers, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Dontrell Inman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Anthony Barr almost defies description at times. He's built like a defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
But now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
You know, this San Diego team, they broke a streak they probably wanted to break in week 6. That victory over Denver, they lost 10 straight within the division going back to 2014. That's no more.
And there's no way you can just take those 10 and throw them out. But think about the division they're in. The Broncos won the Super Bowl last year. You're talking about the Raiders. They have rebuilt now, and now they've become a contender. And Kansas City, that defense, trying to work against them, Good luck. Yeah, I can understand how the streak can get to 10 because that's a tough division to navigate.
Here's Rivers. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
On third down, Rivers. And the third down pass falls incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time, and it's fourth down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Bradford. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. The starters now on offense. And Stephon Diggs, our first chance to see him today.
Brandon, remember we had this conversation about how highly recruited he was in high school. Didn't quite live up to it in college due to some injuries. But boy, has he hit the NFL like a bomb. Stephon Diggs, a crafty, mature route runner who can go the distance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Bradford now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Flowers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a first down. A first down throw here for Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one in the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The gang of Charger defenders there for the tackle.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Toss. It's McKinnon trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain. It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Bradford on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Bradford now from the 50. And finding Pruitt. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
A 1st down throw for Bradford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. On 3rd down, Bradford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
From the red zone now, Bradford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Time to step aside. More from Minneapolis after this. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Bradford again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Bradford on 3rd and 2. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads And those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Following the interception here, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. All right, we've got an opportunity here. Let's talk injuries. Steeler Nation right now, they're just holding their breath with Big Ben's knee.
Yeah, they want him back pretty fast because if they want to go to the Super Bowl, they'll need Big Ben. The Baltimore Ravens, Terrell Suggs has a torn bicep. He's played with it in the past. We'll see if he's able to do so. How about Eric Decker with the Jets? He's out for the season with a torn labrum.
And to finish on a good note, Des Bryant looking like he'll be back after the bye week, making Dallas even more dangerous.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rivers now. He's got a man. It's Williams. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And the Vikings next.